counter shot. That hook was off target. Which one of these athletes is going to say, I can't take it anymore? Despite what the judges' scorecards read, there are no losers in this one. Let's talk about Crawford in that last round. That was almost a 10-8 round. Complete dominance.
As long as they don't get complacent, you think this is too easy. If they keep this same kind of pace up, they've got this fight.
You've done all your work all the way through Cat. Those 1-2 straight down the middle. You can't miss it. Now, good one. And win this round. You had everything in the bag, and now you've let him back in.
Want you to load up. Don't be looking for that one shot or anything. Set him up, and you'll take him out.
Look, he's ready to go. He's gone already.
Just make sure you fall
When you're stepping around. Come on, let him back into the
finish it. You were thinking, you were smart, you weren't loading the
lead. Come on, switch shot. Get your boxing back together and put it back.
Carry away. Think about your defense on the end of all of that. Do what you
worry about our round. Let's go out there and let's reset.
Unfortunately, this fighter not going to get more time to heal up and get a breather. Right back into the action.
In this next round. You don't want to lose this fight, do you? Come on.
Things are starting to heat up now as we enter the fifth. Last round, complete domination. Let's see what we have in store for us here.
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything worked. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
Nice counter punch right up the middle. A perfect counter shot. What do you think of what we've seen so far from these two boxers, Johnny?
This is about ego. Get your ego in check, Todd, because if you fight a man who's used to doing this, he's confident and comfortable doing this, why are you giving him that chance to dance that dance? Step out the way, box him. Frustrate him, because if you let him get away with it, he'll close you down.
We've never seen Canelo in this sort of trouble. We almost saw a knockout a second ago, and now they're going toe-to-toe.
Now they've got to wake up. They've got to get on the back foot. Clear the...
Oh, hold on a second, Johnny. Canelo Alvarez just got rocked in a big way. Thought we were going to see the finish. Hold that thought. Oh, my word. Canelo just got clipped. And it appears the onslaught is over, at least for now. Hold that thought. Canelo in serious jeopardy here, going to the canvas. Disaster averted.
Green Days now needs to steady the pace. Get the pace back to normal.
You know the scorecards are going to be... Hold that thought! Do you believe this? Bud Crawford just got knocked down! I want to see that again, but from a different angle.
A shot from the gods took him out.
Let's talk about Crawford in that last round. What a huge momentum swing that's going to be, considering that round will be 10-8 after the knockdown.
You've been put down, you've got to think right, survive, and then give it back the next round.
Round, good work. You're thinking, you're getting your...
Come on, switch on. Get your boxing back together. Now you go.
Sticking a few body shots in there. Vary it up a little bit so he can't figure you out.
That jab back. Just box him, be smart, get your shots up. Don't give him anything. Go back out there and win this round, all right? Only one round that you lost. Don't worry about it.
He's ready to go, but you've got to be smart. Otherwise, he'll see it and he'll ride it out.
Come on. You let him back into the fight. And you're much better than that guy.
Stay focused. Don't let him back into the fight. Don't give him no free shots. Keep
your boxing back together and put him back in his place. Right.
Straight down the middle. You can't miss him. Great.
And that'll do it for the time between rounds as we get set to get back in the action.
Breathe when you're stepping up.
Aim again. Don't change too much yet. Keep doing what you're doing. The gaps will appear.
On to the sixth round. His eyes look pretty clear here, Johnny. How do you think he's going to do after being knocked down in the last round?
What a heavy knockdown. How are they going to come back from that? They staggered back to the corner. They've got to freshen them up, alert them again, get them back on point again. This round, they've got to coast around. Don't get involved. Give yourself another 3 minutes to get your head clear.
Do you believe what we're seeing? There's a counter shot. They block the hook. Every time he throws a punch, a receipt is coming right back. One of the best attributes to have in boxing has nothing to do with boxing. It's how well you can take a punch to the face.
What a gift. What a gift it is to have a chin where you know you can walk through anything and everything. When you let those shots go and it's just bouncing off and they're walking you down, it's so demoralizing. It absolutely breaks your heart. What else can you do?
Counter punching. Perfect punch at the perfect time. Can't score with that jab. Straight right just misses. Beautiful counter punch. This round's still up for grabs with just 10 seconds to go. Let's talk about Crawford in that last round. Talk about a one-sided 3 minutes we just saw.
I seriously hope the judges kept their eye on this fight, because if they haven't, there's going to be absolute uproar.
Back into the fight that round. I need you to switch
Good man. You say focus? Go on. Don't let him back in or anything.
up there and win the round. Now it's a tougher fight. He's got to be...
Just keep doing what you're doing. The gaps will appear. Now, I don't want you to load up. Don't be looking for that one shot or anything. Just set him up and you'll take him out. Look, he's ready to go.
Get out there and switch on. Get this boxing back
Through. Don't let him coast through this round or he'll ride it out. Go out there.
You've got to take that confidence away. Go out in the first minute. Stick him on the end.
Stay focused. Don't let him back in the fight. Great round.
Get that confidence. Stop him in his tracks.
Time winding down as we get set to jump back in the action.
Just keep them on the other end of that jab.
Your lead. Come on, switch on. Get your boxing back together and put it back on him in...
There's the bell to start round 7. That round was complete domination. Let's see if we can shake things up here in this round.
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything worked. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep...
I gotta stop you here, Johnny, as we pick up the heat. Oh my word, Canelo just got clipped. Didn't wait long to get back in and get engaged.
What recovery skills they are. What a shot it was. Completely gone. I thought there's no way he's going to finish this round. But look at that. Look at the movement. Look at the speed back on it. Like it never happened.
Correct me if I'm wrong, but when you're dealing with someone with so much speed, you've got to get your timing right.
Some fighters are just gifted. Gifted with such hand speed, footwork, movement. They are gifted. They are the chosen few.
Every time, Canelo Alvarez just got rocked in a big way. Just one punch away from getting the momentum back.
Got caught sleeping on the job. What do? You step back. Steady yourself.
Whoa, Johnny, take a look at this action. We've never seen Canelo in this sort of trouble. And it appears the onslaught is over, at least for now.
It's been a tough round so far. It's been a tough round. What are they going to do? What are they tell him when he goes back to the corner? How are they going to get through this?
This round could go either way. 10 seconds to go. last round. Pretty dominant round there. Let's see how they respond here in the next round.
You can't leave it up to the judges. It's up to you as the fighter. And the cornerman's got to put a firecracker on the fight to get out there and get the job done.
Lose this fight, do you?
Jab, and don't get carried away. Think about your defense on the end of it.
Go back out there and win the round. Get back behind your jab.
When you load up, don't be looking for that one shot or anything. Just set him up and you'll take him out. Look, he's ready to go. He's gone already. Just make sure you follow.
It's a bad round, but we don't care. Go out there and win this.
Finish him. Just keep him on the end of that jab and you'll get your tap.
Focus. Get your mind back on the job. Get back out there and win the round.
Hurry it up a little bit so he can't figure you out. Good work. Keep going.
Listen, be smart when you go out.
The referee calling for seconds out as we get set to jump back in the action.
Load up. Don't be looking.
I need you to go back out there. I need you to win this round. Get your mind back. Get your focus.
And they're back at it again here in round 8. Coming off that great round, let's see if they can build on momentum here.
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything worked. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
Straight right just misses. Every time they drop their guard, they get caught. Timing beats speed. Speed beats power. What do you think of this fight so far, Johnny?
It's the one who draws first blood, Todd. That's what you've got to look at. If you hit and you know you're in there with a banger, you've got to be on it, but you've got to be confident.
This has been a very competitive round between these two.
Perfectly matched, skill for skill, tap for tap. Now this fight will say, you know what, I'm just that notch above you, and so I've got to respect both of them more than happy.
That counter punch caught him clean. Someone tell these two that they can be defensive for a minute if they want to. How about that time counter shot? The perfect counter lands. The straight right just misses. Gotta let your hands go a little bit. It's okay to be aggressive now. This round's still up for grabs with just 10 seconds to go. Let's talk about Crawford in that last round. They've got the momentum, they've got the advantage. How do they carry that into the next round?
So that they don't get complacent. You think this is too easy. If they keep this same kind of pace up, they've got this fight.
Completely. Get your mind back on the job.
You were thinking, you were smart, you weren't loading up, you were still landing your power.
Not over yet. You've got to go out there and win this round. You had every
Great defense on the end of all of that, and do what you got to do. Good work. Just keep them on the other end of that jab, and you're getting your time in already. That right hand's beautiful. That's it. Just start working.
round, but we don't care. Go out there and win this next round.
Just keep him on the end of that jab, and you're getting your time in already.
Got to take that confidence away. Go out in the first minute, stick him on the end of a jab.
So he can't figure you out. Good work. Keep going.
Good man. You stop him in his tracks. Right.
The referee calling for seconds out. Right back into the action.
Two straight down the middle. Can't miss it.
Just take the round off, win the round on your jab, and breathe when you're stepping around.
And there's the bell for round 9. Well, there's no doubt about who won that last round. Let's see what he has for us here in the next one.
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything worked. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
Nice counter. Energy and endurance are not an issue for this fighter who continues to be aggressive as the rounds wear on.
I've seen some aggressive fighters. They can terrorize the life out of you before they've even thrown a shot. The strength they have, the speed they have, and that knockout punch, they want to punch through you. They don't want to punch you. They want to punch straight through you. So you've got to be careful.
These punches coming from every angle. They exchange punches. And he wasn't ready for that counter punch. Nice counter punch right up the middle. Good counter punching. Every time they drop their guard, they get caught. A very competitive round with 10 seconds left. Let's talk about Crawford in that last round. I promise you, all three judges here are going to give that round to you-know-who.
Dominance, without a doubt, makes it look so easy.
Zach, what are you doing? Come on, you're switching up. Get out there.
Great defense on the end of all that, and do what you got to do.
Need you to switch back on. Get focused. Get your mind back on the job.
Gaps will appear. There's 1-2 straight down the middle. Can't miss it. Now, good work. Stay focused. Don't let him back in the fight. Great round. Just keep them on the other end of that jab.
Get your boxing back together and put it back on him in this round.
Body shots in there. Vary up a little bit. We can't figure it out. Good work.
Let him get back into this. You're better than this kid. Go back out there and win.
Set him up and you'll take him out. Look, he's ready to go.
And then we go again. I need you to go.
And that'll
back
do it
out.
for the minute break as we get set to get back in the action.
Right there and finish him.
Jab back. Just boxing. Just be smart. Just get your shots off and don't give.
And there's the bell to start round 10. That last round was huge for him, Johnny. How does he keep the momentum going?
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
Nice counter shot. That left-handed jab doesn't quite score. It's all offense all the time. Johnny, you know there's a fine line between being aggressive and being too aggressive. How does he exploit that?
Sometimes when you have a fight, the best way to beat a fight is not give them what they want. Because they want to get you there. They want you to stand there toe-to-toe with them and have a tail. That's what they do in the gym every single day of the week. What you've got to do is you've got to frustrate them as they set their shots. Get out of the way. And they'll get so angry, so frustrated because they can't work.
Those who thought this would be a mismatch, you are sorely wrong.
Skill for skill, tap for tap, just like a match made in heaven.
Nice counter shot. Back and forth they go. Straight right just misses. This fighter expending a lot of energy in this round. You know the scorecards are going to be all over the place in this one. Let's talk about Crawford in that last round. Well, we know they've got the advantage so far, but how does this match get turned around?
I seriously hope the judges kept their eye on this fight because if they haven't, there's going to be absolute uproar.
Switch on, switch on. You've been coasting.
Good man. You say focus? Go on. Don't let him back in or anything.
Get this boxing back together. Now it's a tougher fight. He's got to be
Jab, and you're getting your time in already. That right hand's beautiful. That's it. Just start working a few body shots in there. Vary up a little bit. We can't figure it out. Good work. It's the same again. Don't change too much.
You don't want to lose this fight, do you? Come on.
On the end of that jab, and you're getting your time in already. That right hand's beautiful.
Get out there and win the round. Get back behind your jab. Basics. Just get...
Keep going.
You were thinking, you were smart, you weren't loaded.
Back on, get focused, get your mind back on the job.
Unfortunately, this fighter not going to get more time to heal up as we get set to jump back in the action.
Get your boxing back together. Listen, be smart when you go out there. Just take the round off.
This is the 11th. We've entered the championship rounds. Well, Johnny, can he keep the momentum going after that last huge round for him?
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
Good counter punch. This fighter has been extremely aggressive so far, Johnny, but how do they keep it up over the distance of this fight?
Todd, look back in history. Sugar Ray Leonard against Roberto Duran. The first fight, Sugar Ray Leonard tried to fight, stand there toe-to-toe with him. The second fight, he thought, this guy's aggressive. He's nasty. He'll do everything to get the win. I've got to box him. I've got to frustrate him. I've got to humiliate him and show him how good a boxer I am. That's the only way you beat an aggressive fighter. Show your boxing skills. Step out the way. Don't fight fire with fire. Use brain over brawn.
We're at the halfway point of this round, and both of these fighters have had their moments. Still could go either way.
They're so close, so close. How can you separate them? It's going to be a hard night tonight for the judges.
Well, they're going deep into the gas tank on this round. And he wasn't ready for that counter punch. Throws the jab, but does not score. He needs to be careful not to punch himself out. Punch, counter punch. Very close round with 10 seconds to go. Talking about Crawford in that last round. Well, it's no secret who has the advantage after that last round. Let's see what they have in store for us in the next one.
As long as they don't get complacent, you think this is too easy. If they keep this same kind of pace up, they've got this fight.
The right hand's beautiful. That's it. Now just stick a few body shots in there, vary it up a little.
Let's reset. Forget about that round. It was a bad round, but we've done.
Don't change too much. Just keep doing what you're doing. The gaps will appear. Just keep them on the other end of that jab, and you get your time in already. That right hand's beautiful. That's it. Just start working a few body shots.
Switch shot. Get your boxing back together and put it back on him in.
You were thinking, you were smart, you weren't loading up, but you were still landing your power shot.
Yeah. You've got to go out there and win this round. You had everything in the
Defense on the end of all of that. Do what you got to do. Good work.
there. Get your boxing back together. Listen, be
Time
smart.
winding down as we get set to jump back in the action.
Take him out. Look, he's ready to go.
When you're stepping around. I need you to go back out there. I need you to win this round.
And there's the bell to start round 12. Coming off that fantastic last round, let's see if he can keep his momentum going.
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
You've got someone with the hand speed that this fighter possesses. How do you deal with it?
When you have a fighter that's got that great footwork and that great hand speed, it's so hard. It's an uphill battle.
Holding nothing back here in the round. How about that time counter shot? He threw the hook, didn't land. Back and forth they go in this round. The momentum continues to shift.
Skill for skill, tap for tap. Just like a match made in heaven.
And he wasn't ready for that counter punch. Beautiful counter punch. I want to think of holding on here for a minute. What heart, what desire, but at what cost? the middle. Despite what the judges' scorecards read, there are no losers in this one. No surprise there, a unanimous decision.
They've done it before, now they're doing it again, and look what's happened. A unanimous decision. What a way, what tactics, what a game plan. But what a result.
Welcome to the WBC Arena. And here we go, ladies and gentlemen. I'm Todd Grisham. Next to me, of course, is Johnny Nelson.
Todd, always a pleasure to work with you. Always a pleasure.
And now it's time for the tale of the tape. And here he is in the flesh, Terrence Bud Crawford. 173 centimeters tall, weight 63.5 kilos with a reach of 188 centimeters. Up against them, Saul Alvarez. He's 172 centimeters tall with a reach of 179.
Nobody knows who's going to win. You can have an argument for the winner on both sides, but this is that fight. We'll be talking about this fight for years to come.
Terrence Bud Crawford, one of the pound-for-pound best in the world, fighting out of Nebraska, USA, one of the greatest of all time. Saul Canelo Alvarez, a four-division, multi-time world champion, quite simply one of the greatest of all time.
This is going to be one hell of a fight.
And now for the official introductions, we turn it over to the world-renowned Jimmy Lennon Jr.
This bout is scheduled for 12 rounds of boxing. Fighting out of the red corner from Omaha, Nebraska, here is an acclaimed three-division champion of the world, Terrence Bud Crawford. Fighting out of the blue corner from Guadalajara, Jalisco, Mexico, here is Mexico's first ever undisputed world champion and renowned star of boxing. Here is a four-division world champion and an undisputed super middleweight champion of the world, Saul Canelo Alvarez.
What a pleasure to be in this unique environment. Every seat has been taken for tonight's match.
All right.
This is the fight of pride. This is two warriors that want to get in there and beat the hell out of each other. This is that fight.
No doubt about it, this was the hottest ticket in town by a country mile. Every seat has been sold. And we're off and running between these two really accomplished fighters. Let's see how they come out. Has to be careful for that receipt. It's always coming. Good counter punching. Caution is being thrown to the wind. Nice counter shot. Catch and shoot. Catch and shoot. Straight right just misses. They exchange punches. Perhaps the hottest ticket in town for this fight tonight.
This is not just hype. We are in for something special tonight. What an arena, what an atmosphere, what a build-up.
There's a counter shot. Catch and shoot. Has to be careful for that receipt. It's always coming. This round's still up for grabs with just 10 seconds to go. Let's talk about Crawford in that last round. As bad as boxing judging can be sometimes, there's no doubt who won that round.
You can't leave it up to the judges. It's up to you as the fighter, and the cornerman's got to put a firecracker on that fighter. Get out there and get the job done.
Jabbing you, getting your time in already. That right hand's beautiful. Breathe when you're stepping around. Get your mind back up. Good work. Keep going. There's 1, 2 straight down the middle. You can't miss it. Now, good work. Stay focused. Don't let him back into the fight. Great round. Just keep them on the other end of that.
Come on, switch on. Get your boxing back together.
Working a few body shots in there. Vary up a little bit. We can't figure it out.
Could want to lose this fight, do you? Come on. You've led him back into this. You're better than this, kid.
You set him up and you'll take him out. Look, he's ready to go.
Basics. Just get your rhythm back.
And that'll do it for the minute break as we get set to get back in the action.
Go out there and finish it.
It's a tougher fight, and he's going to be confident. You got to take that confidence away. Go out in the first minute.
Here we go, round 2. Who's going to land the first big shot? Well, there's no doubt about who won that last round. Let's see what he has for us here in the next one.
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
That counter shot lands. Catch and shoot. Missing with the hook. Nice counter. Throws the jab, but it doesn't score. Good counter punching. Nice counter punch right up the middle. Punch, counter punch. Nice exchanges from both men in this round.
Skill for skill, tap for tap, just like a match made in heaven.
This counter fighter believes in the anything you can do, I can do better. They'll let you throw a punch first, and they'll answer you and usually hit you harder.
You're fighting a counter puncher who's got a dummy shot. Make them react from that, then react then. I know it's hard to think that way, but counter punchers, they're watching your every move, that every twitch.
And he misses with that jab. Punch, counter punch. Good counter punch. You know the scorecards are going to be all over the place in this one. Let's talk about Crawford in that last round. After what we saw in that last round, it's pretty obvious who has the advantage here.
I seriously hope the judges kept their eye on this fight because if they haven't, there's going to be absolute
Let him back
uproar.
into the fight that round. That's his round.
There's 1-2 straight down the middle. You can't miss it. Now, good one. Stay focused.
Back together. Now listen, kid. I need you to go back out there. I need you.
Don't be looking for that one shot or anything. You set him up and you'll take him out. But he's ready to go. He's gone already. Just make sure you follow through. Don't.
Hey, it's only one round that you've lost. Do not worry about it, kid.
Just keep him on the end of that jab and you're getting your time in already.
Back on. Get focused. Get your mind back on the job. Get back out there and win.
They can't figure you out. Good work. Keep going. Just keep them on the
Fight's not over yet. You gotta get out there and win this round, kid.
Time winding down as we get set for another round.
in there. Hurry up a little bit. We can't figure it out.
Don't worry about that round. Don't worry about it. Hey, let's go out there and let's reset.
Let's get it started in round 3. That round was complete domination. Let's see if we can shake things up here in this round.
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
When are we going to see a jab from these two? That counter punch caught him clean. He blocks the right uppercut. This counter puncher is going to wait for you to move first, and then will strike like a snake. Keep an eye on this guy.
Reaction is second to none. It's the blink of an eye, and they're waiting for any little twitch you do. So you've got to fight a counter puncher smart.
Counter punch caught him clean. There's a counter shot. Well done with that counter shot. Nice counter shot. A very competitive round with 10 seconds left. Let's talk about Crawford in that last round. They've got the momentum, they've got the advantage. How do they carry that into the next round?
As long as they don't get complacent, you think this is too easy. If they keep this same kind of pace up, they've got this fight.
Big deep breaths. Big deep breaths.
You were thinking, you were smart, you weren't loading up, you were still landing your power shot.
Breathe. You getting soft on me?
Defense on the end of all that, and do what you gotta do. Good work. Good man. You stay focused? Go on. Don't let him back in or anything. Don't give him no free shot. Be slow.
It's a terrible round, man.
EA Sports. It's in the game.
It's the National Football League on EA Sports, and the wait is over for this rivalry game. It's the Washington Commanders and the Dallas Cowboys, and it kicks off next on Madden NFL 25.
EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the Lone Star State and the very mammoth AT&T Stadium in Arlington, Texas. Brandon Gaudin and Charles Davis with you from our broadcast perch. And Charles, as we get this set for football now at AT&T Stadium. Brandon Aubrey has the honors, and we are underway here in Arlington. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. Here are the Commanders for their first drive of the game. Leading them out, their young quarterback, the rookie from LSU.
I tell you what, when he is on schedule for that week, secondaries take notice because you've got to stay alert back there on every snap. A truly powerful arm, one that's capable of challenging any level of the defense on any given play. That's why so many scouts preach arm talent when preparing for the NFL draft. A quarterback with arm strength to make every throw in the book, he's an asset to have in any offense.
Right to the air is Daniels. He completes this one to Terry McLaurin. And they work this well upfield across the 45. A well-executed 22-yard gain.
Certainly no settling into the drive there. They came right out on the first play and attacked the middle of the field for a big gainer and a first down.
They'll run for the first time here with Brian Robinson. And there is nowhere for him to cut back as he's taken down in the backfield. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up second and 11.
And that's exactly what you're looking for at the inside linebacker spot. Versatility. He can drop into coverage, or as he did on that last play, use his speed to get to the perimeter and knock the ball carrier for a loss.
So after the loss of a yard, they'll look to push forward here on second down and 11. Working out of the gun, Daniels. Man open, that's Deebo Samuel. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. The catch and run, good for 18 and a first down.
But it appears that they read man defense and went to the out route, and what you have to do on that one is the receiver's got to make sure he works the defender towards the middle of the field to give himself space to cut to the outside and have that ball delivered with good timing, and they got it done.
Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
And not a common sight, at least on this drive. A momentary setback, though, for this passing game that has been moving well this series. Good thing for them, though. Still 2 more downs to connect and try to pick up another first down.
Second and 10. Daniels looking to throw. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. That's already the 3rd time they've looked his way on this opening drive. He's caught 1 of the 3.
That doesn't mean they won't continue to go in that direction. It feels like they think they got something good going there, and they think those numbers are going to increase.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. From the shotgun, it's Daniels. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he's going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at the Cowboys' 24-yard line. 12 yards there as they move the chains. Give the rookie another one on this opening drive and a first down with it. A nice start, Charles, for the first-year passer. He's come out, made a few plays, nice plays to begin this contest.
He certainly has, and if he finishes off this drive with a touchdown pass, I vote we don't call him rookie anymore. We'll move him right to veteran and continue from there.
So not quite a first and goal. It's 1st and 10 from the 10. Here's Daniels. And he's got it. Touchdown. Terry McLaurin from 10 yards out. And the Commanders will jump on top with the game's first score here this afternoon. Those are the drives that prove a lot. You got a rookie quarterback, Charles. You're on the road, takes him down, throws the touchdown pass.
And in a game like this, with, as you described, a rookie quarterback, the team usually says, okay, we got to take care of this guy. We got to protect him. But when he goes out and plays like this on the first drive on the road, he doesn't have to say, I'm here to be your leader. They just need to follow him.
Extra point by Gay is up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. Following the touchdown, here's Gay to kick it away. And no run back forthcoming, so this will come out to the 30. First look at the Cowboys offense as Dak Prescott gets ready to guide them.
It's been a lot of fun watching him advance in his career. Many people question his ability to throw the football coming out of Mississippi State. He's conclusively answered that question. In addition, a very strong runner and an even better leader.
So Prescott of the Cowboys now with a 1st and 10 right at the 30. The drive starts with a run by Blue. And he'll have a gain of 3 to the 33.
Brandon, to me, what's important right here on this drive is for them to get at least 2 first downs. They've got to give their defense a chance to settle down, catch their breath a little bit after they give up a touchdown on the opening drive.
From the shotgun, it's Prescott. Drops it to Blue, complete. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. They had 3 yards on first down, just 1 yard there. We'll see what kind of mindset they have here offensively after giving up the touchdown on the opening drive.
And based on our time with them, prior to this game, I feel like they've got a good mindset going in. In fact, the discussion that we had with the coaching staff was, we may give up some points in this game, so our offense has to be ready each and every time to either equal or try and get us ahead and try and keep us ahead. This is their chance to respond to that first touchdown given up.
They run for the first time with Javonte Williams. And he's going to bowl his way forward to the 48. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
And now we're going to get a stoppage. A member of the Cowboys shaken up. The medical staff will attend to him, and we will step aside. In Washington territory now. Here's 1st and 10. Down at the 33. In motion, that's Tolbert. Prescott to throw it. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And this is caught for a Cowboy touchdown. Jalen Tolbert, 33 yards. And the Cowboys are able to match the opening drive touchdown against them with one of their own. The fly route works for the TD Graham.
And the receivers love to say, if we get even with the defender, we're leaving. And that's exactly what he did, all the way into the end zone. And then he was on the business end catching it once he got over the stripe.
Aubrey good with a PAT. And we are tied at 7. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. The Commanders going to retake the field for drive number 2. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out, looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
He'll get just a yard on the scramble. It's second down.
And that's an early scramble that can be viewed positively by either side. From the offensive point of view, it begins to establish him as a possibility to keep it on certain plays. And defensively, they avoided giving up a huge play in one of their first tests in containing a quarterback on the run.
And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. They'll wind up getting 7 on the play. And now that sets up 3rd and 2.
You can see the time and effort and thought that they put into their passing game because it was evident right there. It looks like a simple pitch and catch, but you and I both know that they have planned for this and worked hard to make it happen.
Pass to the sideline and pulled in. And out of bounds on the other side of midfield at the 45. Another catch for him there, and the numbers starting to stack up a bit. He's closing in already on a 100-yard game. We're still in the first half. So from Cowboy territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line. To the air goes Daniels. And he will go down. A Cowboy sack. Dante Fowler in there to get him. It's a loss of 5. Got to assume this defense will be charging again here. It's 2nd and 15. To throw is Daniels. Under pressure, and they got to him again. Dante Fowler. Now 2 sacks for him already here in this first quarter of play.
Okay, let's go back a little bit and see if my schooling comes to the front. What's that old saying? Those who forget the lessons of history are doomed to repeat them. That's the same guy who's gotten back-to-back sacks. I think a double team may be in order.
And now a timeout called by the Cowboys defense. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Really in a hole here, 3rd and 17 following the 2 negative plays. Throwing now is Daniels. Throws the out route and completes it to Samuel. And he's going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at the Cowboys 35. They needed 17 on 3rd down, and that's exactly what they got. Had the offense humming on the first drive. Not much has changed here on drive number 2.
No, and I think a lot of times confidence just really kicks in for a team. They may have been confident going into the game, but once you prove it on a drive, it's hard to get out of that mindset, isn't it? And look, let's face it, we can always lock in on the skill position, guys. But those big fellas up front, they're really making this offense go early in the game.
And the screen unsuccessfully dropped him.
He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can...
vacation longer? Us too. With Vrbo's long stay discounts, you can stay longer and save more on select properties. Gotta love a win-win. Book the perfect summer getaway today with Vrbo Private Vacation Rentals. Your future self will thank you later.
That play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
Here's the first carry for Austin Eckler. And he'll get a little over 2, maybe a full 3 down to the 32-yard line.
Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
On third down, here's Eckler. And he's going to get this to the 31, but that is still well short of what he needed. This defense not budging. Back-to-back carries of just 2 yards.
Well, we talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot. He had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correctly figured that one out and made a really nice play.
On fourth down, here's Daniels. And it's going to be batted down, and we'll go the other way with the football. The Commanders went for it, but they could not pick up the first. And this 10-play drive winds up yielding nothing.
No surprise. They try to throw the ball on fourth down, but it gets batted down. They don't pick it up.
Well, a little football 101. When you're going toward that quarterback, you see he's going to start to throw. Get your hands up,
right?
Get
your hands up, affect the play, and then everyone get your hands up. When the ball gets to the receiver, moment of truth, knock it away.
And he gets this to the 35. Good for a gain of 5.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
Ball on the 35. Here comes 2nd and 5. Prescott now. And this throw incomplete. Now the defender all over him that time, but it's going to lead to 3rd down.
Excellent defensive effort to get to him and provide a little contact before the catch could be made cleanly.
They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. Now Prescott. Here's one deep for Pickens. Oh, wide open, complete. Touchdown, Cowboys. George Pickens, 65 yards. And the Cowboys have taken the lead. Seeing some pretty good offense here in this first quarter.
It's been a wild start to this quarter, as you noted. And now with that lead that we're seeing, can they retaliate? I get the sense this one's going to go back and forth all game long.
And that probably won't be the last long touchdown that we see in this one. Aubrey now for the PAT. It's up and good, and it's 14-7 now here in the first quarter. So they only needed 3 plays on that drive. And it was finished off by a George Pickens touchdown grab. So after the touchdown, Aubrey now to kick this one away. And this return going to come to a quick end as he is belted at the end of that one. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. They've got some stuff to build on from that last drive because they moved the football, CD, and then they tried to go for it on 4th down, didn't convert, probably left a bitter taste in their mouths.
I would say so, and I think that they go out in this series determined for that not to happen again. In fact, they don't even want to get to a 4th down opportunity. They just want to make sure they get it done within the parameters that they've set for them.
Washington with the football here to begin quarter number 2. As they've got a 2nd and 8 forthcoming. Now Daniels. And the Cowboys pressure gets there this time for the sack. Dante Fowler able to get in there yet again. That's already 3 sacks for him here in this first half of football. The offense on 3rd down, they've been good. 3 for 4 thus far. This will be 3rd and a mile. Off the play fake. Daniels slings this deep from McLaurin. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. Good tight coverage there from Trayvon Diggs.
2 things you can do in that situation: run and punt the football, or try and take your shot at getting the 1st down. They chose the latter, but they'll have to punt all the same.
They failed once in this spot earlier, but the offense will stay out to go for it on 4th down. Daniels going to throw for it. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And this is going to be recovered by a member of the offense, but whistles come in. Remember, on 4th down, that becomes a dead ball if anyone other than the fumbler himself recovers. So it'll come back to the spot of the fumble. And that will mean that's going to wind up being a turnover on downs. So now, just like that, things change dramatically. It's 1st and goal. They go with Blue between the tackles. Only about a yard there as he takes it from the 9 to the 8.
Not a whole lot there on 1st and goal, and that's what you're looking for defensively. You'll certainly live with giving up just a yard or 2 in this situation.
Here's Prescott. This is caught. Touchdown, Cowboys. 3 touchdown passes now for Dak Prescott. And the Cowboys are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. So remember now, this was all set up by the stop defensively on 4th down. That's what got them this great field position. And then 2 plays later, they're already in the end zone.
Yeah, partner, funny how it works like that, huh? That's a momentum swing amusement park style. Your defense comes off the field, bouncing, grooving, they're fired up. and it carries over to the other side of the ball.
So after the touchdown, Aubrey now to kick this one away. And all in all, a pretty solid return. Nearly got it to the 35. They'll mark him down officially at the 34. The Commanders' offense returning to the field. Charles, we know that this offense is aggressive. We saw that last drive. They went for it on fourth down, didn't get it. Then they give up the touchdown. So now you feel like they really need to respond here.
They certainly do, but let's face it. Sometimes when you take that risk, you understand if you fail, a little more onus goes back on your ball club to try and pick themselves back up.
They start on the ground with Robinson here. And he'll lose yardage. Brought down at the 32. All that blown up by DeMarvion Overshown.
Yeah, another negative play in an early down situation. This one to start the drive. You're putting a lot of pressure on your quarterback to bail you out when you're in second and long yardage.
On second down, another shot for Robinson. 5 yards on the carry there, and it leaves him with third and about 6 yards to go.
But you got to give kudos to your offensive line and the guy carrying the ball because they were in a second and long situation. It seemed pretty dire, but they brought it back to third and manageable with that run.
Here's 3rd and 6. Back to throw. Daniels. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he's going to have a Commanders first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
When you struggle on offense, you're looking for anything possible to get you going. Sometimes you do it like basketball teams that don't normally press. You put a press on, bring people to life, make them move a little bit quicker. Maybe that'll help them as they head towards the half.
On the screen, this is Eckler. And this will be stopped at the 44. That one good for 7 yards.
And good yardage there on first down because sometimes all you need to do on the screen is get one key block. That might set your man free, and that was pretty good pursuit to the football defensively, or it could have gone for more.
Eckler now between the tackles. And here he'll be brought down a little shy of the 35 at the 36. All right, so they got that one, Charles, against the center.
And let's remember how difficult it is for the center because, remember, he's got to snap the ball to put the play in motion. And sometimes you got that big guy on your nose. You got sometimes where he's coming at you at an angle. It's a difficult job for him to snap the ball and then execute his block.
And this time he's able to take it down to the 42. Call it a gain of 12, but of course not a first down due to the previous penalty. So from second and long, now we go to third and very manageable.
Yeah, they love that phrase, don't they? Because as an offensive coordinator, you can keep people a little bit off balance and guessing because you don't have to throw it. You can come back with a strong run game if you want to. And if you're in 4-down territory, that really opens things up for you.
He throws it on the move, but can't connect as that falls incomplete.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them, and I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
The offense stays put. They failed twice already in this first half, but they're going to go a third time here on fourth down. Operating from the gun, Daniels into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. And the Cowboys are going to have the short field here as they'll take over right at the 50. The rookie was trying to push it downfield, but the safety bit him.
And he'll learn that you have to hold the safety. And you do that with your head movement, your eyes, sometimes your shoulders. Hold the safety so that you can get back to the throw that you really want to make. He got so excited thinking his guy was open that he made it easy for the defensive back to go get the football.
on first down. It's Blue. And he'll get this into enemy territory, but not by much as he's down to the 48. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. Here's Prescott. And that'll fall incomplete. He was hit just as he let that go. And now it's 3rd down. The turnover put him in great field position. They don't want to squander it with 3rd down coming up.
No, not at all. And you know what else you do? You make your defense mad.
Yeah.
They got you the football, gave you a great opportunity. You got to cash in and get some points.
Able to find the open man. That's complete. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. A big one there on 3rd down. They hit for 30 yards.
This offense is looking very comfortable here in this first half. Very relaxed, very smooth, very efficient. No wasted motions. Things are definitely going their way, and they continue to move the ball downfield.
And it's caught. Touchdown. Dak Prescott now 4 touchdown passes on the afternoon. And the Cowboys take a 3-touchdown lead. And now before we get to the extra point, remember all touchdowns do have to be confirmed by the replay official. So take away the touchdown. The officials rule he did not get the football to break the plane. They'll run. This is Blue. Into a mass of bodies, and I think they held him out. They did. Call it no gain, and it's going to be 2nd and goal. He'll try again, but he will lose yardage here as they knock him back to the 3. It's a loss of 2, now 3rd down.
This has not been a fun sequence for him at all. 1st and goal, no gain. 2nd and goal, he ends up losing yardage. He may be trying to talk him into getting the ball 3rd time, but I think it's going to be difficult for him to win that battle.
On 3rd down, they run with Blue. That is not going to be any help as they dump him behind the line of scrimmage. Losing 2 yards that time, and now it's 4th down.
That was the kind of play that this defense needed because it has not been a good half for them on that side of the football. Maybe they can use that one to regroup a little bit and start to play a little bit better.
2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. Well, they're going to try this thing. They're at the 5, 4th and goal. They're going to go for it. We'll see. Run, probably pass to both in the arsenal. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The 4th down pass from the 5 falls incomplete, and Washington is able to come up with a goal line stand. He'll have a tough time living that one down. It's one thing, Charles, to drop a pass. It's quite another to drop it on 4th down.
And so many teams work on that in terms of locking in on those key downs. You know, I've seen, you and I have both been to practices where we've seen, hey, 3rd down situation, big 3rd down alert, lock in here. 4th down play, make sure you're focused just a little bit extra. It didn't pay off in that situation.
This to McLaurin out on the left side. And able to get it across the 20 before they get to him. 17 yards is the pickup there for number 17. Now on 1st down, he'll drop to throw it. Throw left side is complete on the diving effort. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on 1st down. Looking to throw. Daniels. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Offense was moving it a little bit, had them back on their heels, but they earned a brief pause by forcing the incompletion. That gives them a quick chance to regroup and try and mount a stand before they're backed up even further.
They go play action. Daniels. Escaping the pressure right. And he goes out right around the 39. They'll wind up with positive yardage. It's a gain of 3, but now it's third down.
I did like his decision-making there to make sure they picked up something instead of forcing a throw. Now they've got more manageable play coming up to try and pick up the first down, and don't rule out the possibility that he just keeps it and runs again.
Out of the gun now on third down. That's going to be caught by Samuel. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. 12 yards there as they keep this drive rolling. It's another first down.
Well, these guys have definitely been outplayed in the first half, but I like their countenance. I like the way that they haven't panicked out there, the way they're carrying themselves. They're starting to move the ball, and what you have to do, maintain your poise and start to put together some drives.
And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there, and it's second down. Well, the incompletion, yes, but maybe here not the worst thing in the world?
No, not on 1st and 10. It actually gives them a chance to regroup, relax just a little bit. They huddle up, talk it over. Then they get a chance to continue their drive.
Here's 2nd and 10. Working out of the gun, Daniels. And he will go down. A Cowboys sack. And Washington now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts, as the clock's going to stop with 47 seconds to go in half number 1. A long way to go here on third down for the 8th play of the drive. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. That is caught, and he's going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at the Cowboys' 32-yard line. From the shotgun, it's Daniels. He completes this one to Terry McLaurin. The Commanders going to use the 2nd of their timeouts. So as they talk it over, we step aside. This is 1st and goal and a golden chance to get a score back here before halftime. Daniels looking to throw. No, bottled up. Fumble. It's out. It's loose. And it's picked up by the Cowboys. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. The pocket collapsed around him. I know we talk about it a lot, but a QB has to have that sixth sense, doesn't he?
He really does, and I know of one team at one point was training their quarterback with that time frame, and anytime he didn't get rid of the ball within the right amount of time, they would blow a horn or blow a whistle to show him this is what.
He's got a man complete, and way up past the 35 before he's taken down. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. One play has him to the 37 here for 1st and 10. Looking to throw. Prescott. Here's one deep for Pickens. And this is dropped. Oh, it's incomplete. He had a big gainer in his sights, but he could not reel it in.
Oh, I don't know if he's sensing contact to come or what, but that's a ball he'd love to have back. That could have gone for big yardage, but it just didn't want to stay in his hands. That's a tough break.
Final play of the half. Prescott. He'll fire deep downfield for Lamb. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Marshawn Lattimore. And he will be out of bounds with no time remaining on what will be the final action of this first half. Well, you can't skip halftime on Sundays, but you can right here. So it's over, and on to the third quarter we march. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gunn, getting set for quarter number 3 here. Oh, a good return up past the 30. And good starting field position. He'll get this one all the way up to about the 35-yard line. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. As this offense takes the field to begin the opening drive of the second half, Charles, remember that first half, good through the air and really all around an outstanding offensive performance.
Absolutely. They reached the end zone several times. The passing game working awfully well, and most importantly, partner,
yeah, they went to the tunnel with a lead. They come back out with that lead.
Absolutely. NFL coaches, we know they're perfectionists in a lot of ways, but they had to like what they saw in that first half.
And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. 2 catches in the first half. Now he's got a third here, and it's good for a first. Throwing. Prescott. Drops it to Blue. Complete. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. A 14-yard gain there as they look to improve this 14-point lead.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing, because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the third quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try and put the hammer down and finish this one off.
Boy, that is a 7-yard loss. Second down now. Prescott. He hits Blue. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. A good-looking drive for the Cowboys so far. It's a first down.
But they certainly had success throughout this contest, getting him the ball in the passing game, and there he picks up another first down. Whatever they saw going into this one, they've been able to capitalize on it, and no adjustment has been made to take it away.
That one out wide and intercepted. Picked up by Jonathan Jones. And he will bring this one back. An interception return for a Commanders touchdown. So that potentially a turning point here this third quarter. A 2-score lead down to 1 now following the pick 6.
And that had to be the message at halftime for this defense. Delivered and accepted. We need to go out there and make something happen.
Extra point by Gay is up and good. And they're back within a touchdown at 21-14. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. And he returns this to the 22. Dallas offense set for this next drive. Now remember, they were just out here a moment ago through the pick 6, so we'll see if they can take better care of the football this go-around.
Yeah, and sometimes, partner, I think it's almost better that you just throw the pick 6 and you come right back out on the field. You're not over on the sidelines dwelling for it for very long. You're not hearing everyone say, hey, you'll get them next time. Hey, don't worry about it. All that stuff just goes right out the window. You're right back out on the field with a chance to atone.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. They go again with Blue. Oh, fighting off the defender. Takes this up just short of the 30, but he was able to avoid that earlier tackle. Nice move. He gets them a little over half of what they needed. Now they're looking at a 3rd and 5.
Running lanes were at a premium in the first half, but he's able to find some room there, and he's hoping that that's a precursor of a big second half.
Now Prescott. And the Washington pressure gets to him. He will go down. He couldn't get away there on 3rd down. The pressure too much, and he's sacked for a loss of 12.
Okay, I'm not sure you could actually draw a better pass rush than that one right there. Nowhere to go outside. He had to keep backing up and backing up and backing up. Eventually dropped for a huge loss.
Breaks a tackle. That'll be a 41-yard punt, 4 yards there on the return. And it will be Washington football now with a 1st and... The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. Now, they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, you had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here, and sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership. On second down, another shot for Robinson. And he'll get it down to the 47 here. Able to get the 1 yard he needed, but nothing more.
2nd and 1, and people want to run the football. This is where every back in the league is supposed to do exactly what we just saw there. Pick up the first down.
To the air goes Daniels. Eluding the pressure right. Looking for McLaurin, and he's got him. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll leave him with a second and just a few inches left. Robinson up the middle. And here he'll be brought down a little shy of the 35 at the 36. Only a gain of a yard, but that's all they needed.
2nd and inches is oftentimes an invitation for an offense coordinator to take a big shot downfield because he feels like he can come back on 3rd down and pick up the first down. But sometimes you just don't want to break tendency. Stay with what you are, stay with who you know, and go get the first down. That's exactly what they did.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Play action, now it's Daniels. Throw to the right here, taken in by McLaurin. Spin. Touchdown, Washington. Terry McLaurin, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Commanders are an extra point away from evening this one up.
I know Paul Revere talked about by land or by sea, right? You know, 1 by land, 2 by sea. He didn't mention air because right now we're seeing a big-time performance, aren't we? That's 2 touchdowns so far in this game.
Where'd you pull that one from?
And, you know, every now and then I actually listened in history class.
And you're just a scholar all the way around. You're reading all the time. I like that you fit that into the broadcast.
You know, I just grab a nugget when I can.
Extra point by Gay is up and good. And we are tied at 21. So that drive spanned 5 plays. And it's finished off by a Terry McLaurin touchdown. A couple of teams locked into a good one here. 21 all the score as the kick's away. And not willing to risk a return. Ball's going to come out. to the 30-yard line. The Dallas offense back out onto the field. We got a brand new ball game, all even after that last touchdown, so every drive now becoming a little more critical here in the second half. So Prescott and the Cowboys now with a 1st and 10 right at the 30. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. He'll fire deep downfield for Lamb. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's 2nd down.
They decided the opportunity was there and launched a deep ball, but he was unable to get away from the defender. Couldn't create space, couldn't uncover at the end of the route, and that one winds up incomplete.
Play action now. Prescott. Throw left side complete. That's Ferguson. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. 39 yards the distance covered on the catch and run.
They made that way too easy for them. No one is supposed to be that open against an NFL defense. Once he caught the ball, there wasn't anybody close enough to stop him. And he was able to continue downfield after making the catch.
Handoff, Blue running right. Call that a gain of 5 as the clock ticks inside of 2 minutes to go now in the 3rd.
Now that's exactly what you want on a 1st down run. Pick up 5 yards, bring up 2nd and 5. The defensive line, though, they've got to figure out a way to out-leverage the guys up front because the offensive line is winning at the point of attack.
To throw is Prescott. Oh, that'll be incomplete. Well, he took a shot as he let that go. And it's going to bring up a 3rd down.
Well, after watching him ring the bell that many times and put the ball in the end zone, throwing it, you had to figure they had to bring some type of pressure. They had to change things up on defense.
And able to get to him, put him on the ground, so maybe just something to throw him off a little bit.
Yeah, that had to feel a lot better for the defensive guys. They've been getting carved up in this one. To finally knock him on the ground and force an incompletion, that's got to be a sigh of relief.
And the throw there going to be incomplete.
Back-to-back incompletions of what was once a nice drive, stalled out here. I'm going to give credit to the secondary partner. Never gave up as they gave up a few yards, and they came through on that play to deny that pass and force the 4th down.
Well, in a close game like this, obviously you want the touchdown, but certainly they will take the 3.
And they'll be okay with that, but let's throw a little credit to the defense as well. I'm just glad this doesn't come down to a debate, right? Which side won, partner? Because the defense, hey, we didn't give up a touchdown. The offense, hey, we put 3 on the board. Either way you look at it, I think both sides gained something out of that drive.
So after the made field goal, back out is Aubrey to kick this away. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28. And time again to see Terry McLaurin in the Washington offense. And now he's inching closer to a 200-yard game. He's been so solid.
And he's really denting the pride of the guys playing defense, too, because there's certain barriers that you just don't want to give up. You never want to give up a 100-yard rusher, a 100-yard receiver. He's closing in on 200 yards. Wow, that's a really big game.
Throwing now is Daniels. Middle of the field, he's got McLaurin. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line.
Terry McLaurin. It's a gain of 17 yards. 1st down, Commanders.
Under a minute to go in this 3rd quarter as they come up 1st and 10. Draw play, it's Eckler. And he'll work this forward for about 3 at 2nd down.
Well, from an offensive perspective, that was a tough run because he only picked up 3 yards. But let's flip it over to the defensive side. They now have the advantage. 3 3-yard gains, that means they're punting the ball likely on 4th down. That's what you're looking for when you're playing defense.
Open man is Samuel, complete. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. The catch and run, good for 24 yards.
I'll tell you what, a lot of those mid-range throws have been available because sometimes teams get too concerned about the deep ball and they leave too much space in front of them. and these guys have been taking advantage so far.
So from Cowboy territory now, here's 1st and 10 as they're down to the 29-yard line. Off the play fake, Daniels. They'll roll him out right. Oh, the turnover fest continues. Here's another interception. Picked off by Malik Hooker. And the Cowboys are going to take possession here at their own 33.
Well, let's face it, Brandon, they're down here in the second half. Want to try and make something happen, and if you're the guy with the ball in your hands, you're going to try even harder. Because I think all he was trying to do was to get outside the pocket and see if he can find a big play downfield.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And they're not going to play this conservative, I don't think. They had the field goal last time, and they're up, but they're looking to put a drive in the end zone.
Oh, I agree with you totally. No one goes out on the field and says, all right, let's just settle for 3 except in certain situations.
Back now in Arlington. It's been a very hotly contested game to this point. Just a field goal separating these two teams as we get set for the 4th quarter. Prescott now. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a 1st down. The start for them near flawless. Defense gets them a 3 and out. 2 quick pass connections on offense.
So that's how a team works together. Just what you described. Get them the ball, give them a little momentum, and they're capitalizing off of that. Thanks a lot, guys.
And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
Loss of a yard brings up 2nd and 11 at the 46-yard line.
Now Prescott. And, oh, he's unable to hold on to that defensively. A potential game changer, but it falls incomplete. And this offense on 3rd down today, they've hit 4 of 7. This is 3rd and 11. Prescott to throw it. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete. Critical play in this football game, because if they pick up the first there, that clock keeps rolling.
Has to be a little frustrating for them because they know that if they pick up a 1st down there and continue to eat away at the clock, really increases their chances of closing this one out. Now they're likely going to have to give the football up and sweat it out on the sideline.
Yeah, he was looking for the check-up bounce, didn't get it. That scoots all the way into the end zone now for a touchback. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. Their defense accomplished step 1 of the mission. They forced the punt. Now they'll look to erase that deficit and take a 4th quarter lead. And they're going to get him behind the line yet again as his nightmare afternoon continues.
He continues to struggle to find a crease to break off a big one and might need to just put that aside and just try and ram his way forward and get what he can.
Now Daniels. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
We've seen this quite a few times in this game. Offensive line unable to keep leverage, unable to keep people away, facing a lot of pressure. Fortunate just to get rid of it.
One of the reasons they're down is that inability, though, to stop the pressure. We saw another example of it there. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Here's Daniels. Over the middle, complete to Samuel. And that's not nearly going to be enough. Stopped at the 22, and he needed plenty more. Daniels going to throw for it. And he's going to be intercepted for the 3rd time thus far. Picked off by Trayvon Diggs. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Cowboy defense has a touchdown. Well, that's what you get, apparently, when you try to take on a Pro Bowl cornerback. I mean, what a play there to make the interception and also bring it back for 6.
And he is so good that we've seen teams absolutely stay away from throwing the ball at him. Here, he's just reading the quarterback's eyes the entire way, makes a great play on the football, and turns it into 6.
Well, things obviously not going their way. Trailing here in the fourth quarter, and that penalty going to go ahead and give the other side some extra yardage.
We all know it's an intense game and things can get heated out there. That's part of the battle. But bottom line, you got to keep your cool. That was not an example of doing that.
And no run back here. That's going to be a touchback, and we'll bring it out to the 30-yard line. Washington ready to try again on offense. We'll see if they can band back together after the pick six. It hurt badly, but still within striking distance. A two-score game with a good chunk of time on the clock. Throwing after the interception, Daniels. And his throw here is incomplete.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes, but the best part for him, he's got second and third down to fall back on.
Now a 2nd and 10. Working out of the gun, Daniels. And the Cowboys' pressure gets there this time for the sack. Multiple rushers break through to drop him for the 7th time this game.
I remember throughout my career here in defensive coaches always say, guys, you got to earn the right to rush the passer. And they put themselves in a great spot with this big lead, and they know they've got to throw the ball.
These pass rushers have to be salivating. It is pin your ears back time indeed. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Cowboy defense has a touchdown. Well, this defense just continuing to do their thing, and now they add on to that lead with another pick six.
And how about the way they've played this entire game? Not only have they put their stamp on it, but every time they try and mount an offensive challenge, they find a way to thwart it. And multiple pick sixes, oh yeah, they'll enjoy watching this tape after the game.
Aubrey now for the point after. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. A heck of a play there defensively, getting the interception, navigating his way into the end zone for the touchdown. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27. There's Terry McLaurin, such an exciting pass catcher as this offense comes out for their next drive. A chance here on this drive to hit that often elusive 200-yard mark.
Throw him the ball. Throw him the ball. Forget analysis, all right? Let's just root a little bit here. Get him the football and get past that 200.
There he goes left side. Inside the 20. Touchdown, Washington. Brian Robinson Jr., 73 yards. And the Commanders have got it back to a two-score game here in the fourth. And now the Washington offense going to stay out there and go for two. Daniels going to try and throw for it. And they don't get it. They tried for the two-point conversion there, but unsuccessful. Tough there. Good pass. Hit the hands. He just couldn't bring it in.
And every receiver's coach everywhere. Seeing that play, focus, focus, focus. Watch it all the way in and tuck it away.
And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25. And now Dallas gets set to take the field. Well, there are two scores on the plus side. Still time here in this fourth quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking first downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, first downs, they can't touch the ball.
They start the drive with a give to Blue. And that one blown up quickly as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. It's a loss of 5 there, bringing up second. This offense has had a lot to like in this game. I don't know that last play, though, is going to make the highlight reel.
It's not going to make the highlight reel, but it will be the focus of the film session that the team has to sit through. I've sat through those before. Never any fun. You're always excited about your good plays, and they actually fast forward through those. All right, that was good. All right, great. They get to the bad ones and really illuminate them. Not cool.
A gain there of 30 big ones. The big play has them all the way out near midfield for a 1st and 10. Here's Prescott. He's going to flip that out to the flat. It's complete. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line. Not what they had in mind there. That's going to go as a loss of 4. So still 14 yards to go. 2nd down. Here's Prescott. Flushed out right. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
Going for the knockout blow right there. I think if I'm up 2 scores, I'd be worried about an interception, but playing this way is what got them this lead. So you may as well ride it out to the end.
And Prescott, his 3rd interception. Picked up by Jonathan Jones. And the Commanders are right back in this football game.
At their own 23-yard line.
The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. The interception was a great starting point, but now they need points pretty quickly, down 2 scores. He'll get 3 yards on the scramble there at 2nd down.
Brandon, once that one broke down, there were only so many options left for him to take. Fortunately, only 1st down, so he smartly got the yardage he could get and didn't worry about trying to turn it into a bigger play and end up taking a bigger loss. Here, they hope they can regroup and get something different going here on 2nd down.
To throw is Daniels. Slings this deep from McLaurin. And this will be caught at the 30. And he'll score. Touchdown, Commanders. Terry McLaurin, 74 yards. And the Commanders have made it a 1-score game again here in the 4th. And what a throw that was, Charles. You think about the situation, close game, 4th quarter, rookie quarterback. He doesn't seem fake. And that's intercepted yet again, and that could be the backbreaker. Picked by Kenneth Murray.
It's interesting that when it comes to 2-point conversions, even heavy run teams tend to throw the ball in these situations. In this case, this one was intercepted.
Yeah, they weren't fooled. They were ready for the pass, picked it off. After the touchdown, it's Gay to kick this one away. And out a little across the 25 to the 27. Dallas offense set for this next drive. I'm curious to see, Charles, about the play calling on this drive. Last time out, the interception that led to a touchdown. Here we are. I mean, very close, 1-score game.
Yeah, and if I'm a defender, I'm actually chirping to you on the other side of the ball, saying, hey, we picked off the last one. What you going to do about it now? So when you do throw the football, high percentage, but throw it with confidence. If there's any hesitancy at all, it could end up in enemy's hands again.
2nd down and 6 now. On play action, Prescott. He's got this to Pickens. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down.
And these guys certainly are not hiding what their intention is. They're absolutely showing it. They're definitely not going to sit on this lead here in the 4th quarter.
Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. So the Cowboys in possession of the football here as we get you reset. They've got a 1st and 10 as they look to try and finish this one off. Prescott off play action. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. Got to imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on 2nd down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18. Prescott to throw. And that'll fall incomplete. He was hit just as he let that go. And now it's third down.
Well, partner, guaranteed they approach this play with the idea of making up ground to make third down manageable. Unfortunately, with that incompletion, right back where they started on the last snap. Now they need a big third down play in order to pick up the yardage needed.
Now Prescott. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
But based on the play we just saw there, he might not be the guy you want to challenge in coverage on these all-important snaps. He certainly looks dialed in right now.
Here's Brian Anger now. He'll boot it away from about his 35. He's averaging just under 50 yards a punt as he gets this away. It'll be just an 18-yard punt. And the Commanders will take over with a 1st and 10. Now Washington down by 5. A minute 40 remaining. How will this thing pan out? We'll watch as they come up on 1st down. They'll look to throw. Rolling to his right. Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away. I see you nodding your head up and down. It's a very heady decision at this stage of the game. Out of the pocket, nowhere to go. Just get rid of it.
That's a smart play because you're not worried about your completion percentage, and you're also not trying to force it into bad traffic as well. Throw the ball away, live to fight another down.
He's got McLaurin. He'll get this one way up just shy of the 45-yard line.
And this is obviously a spot where you lean on your stars. Get the ball to them in open space and let them do what they do.
Plenty of time and 2 timeouts still at their disposal. 1st and 10 here. He's back to throw. Flush to his right. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45.
Well, it certainly appears to me that the defensive guys are starting to look a little bit tired while he still has some fresh legs. Not the biggest gain we've seen on a scramble, but still some positive yardage on a play that initially looked like a sure win for the defense.
Here's a 2nd and 7. He'll look to throw. He's got Eckler. And he'll take this from 147-yard line to the other. A gain of 6. Well, there have been a ton of sacks. They were just trying to prevent another.
So what you're telling me is the conventional way has not really worked for them, huh?
Not at all.
Not all. So he tries to grab him here, and they still get caught.
Back to throw. Able to find Ertz. And a 6-yard gain gets him right around the 43. This crowd turning up the decibel level. It's 3rd and long. Back to throw. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. From the shotgun, it's Daniels. Escaping the pressure right. And he's across for the touchdown, and it's likely the game winner here in the closing stages. Charles, that drive was perfect, methodical, executed so well, and they grabbed that lead with almost no time left for a last gasp from the other side.
No way you could have drawn up a better final drive because not only did they keep their eyes on the end zone, but they made sure they bled the clock out as well and denied their opponent a chance to respond. That's just terrific situational football to end this one.
They'll try and run it here, and he will not get there. He comes up short. And they're unable to push this lead to a field goal as it'll remain a one-point game. Following the touchdown, here's Gay to kick it away. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24. This is 1st and 10. Prescott. Oh, and that's going to sabotage their comeback plans. It is intercepted. Picked off by Will Harris. And the Commanders are going to hang on the final play. They get the turnover to seal this football game. That was an excellent come-from-behind victory, Charles, especially there in the fourth quarter. Both offense and defense were clicking. They're going to feel good about this one.
Boy, are they ever, because the deficit they faced certainly wasn't small. They obviously did not give up on that one, and in the end, how about that come-from-behind victory? They'll cherish this one for a while.
So that'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. With that, we say so long from Big D.
stay on vacation longer? Us too. With Verbo's long stay discounts, you can stay longer and save more on select properties. Gotta love a win-win. Book the perfect summer getaway today with Verbo Private Vacation Rentals. Your future self will thank you later.
Ladies and gentlemen, it is go time. My name is Todd Grisham. Alongside me, Johnny Nelson.
Hi, Todd. Nice to be here with you.
And now it's time for our tale of the tape. Sugar Ray Robinson. How did he make 135 pounds considering he's 5'11" tall? I don't know, but he did it, and he's got a reach of 72.4 inches. And he'll be squaring off against Julio Cesar Chavez, 5'8" tall with a reach of 68 inches.
Remember, there's a shorter reach here, so now they have to slip inside and use the speed, use the proximity, and that timing to time off the long jab that comes in to jump over the top. It's about skills now. Skills will pay the bills.
Sugar Ray Robinson, one of the most skilled boxers to ever lace up the gloves, inducted into the International Boxing Hall of Fame in 1990, and he fights out of Harlem, New York. Julio Cesar Chavez making his way to the ring, a man that had 90 professional fights before recording his first loss. Not many fighters in the history of this sport can say that.
This is going to be one hell of a fight.
This bout is scheduled for 12 rounds of boxing. In the red corner, from New York, here is one of boxing's all-time greats with 174 wins in his 201 fights. A welterweight champion of the world, a 5-time middleweight champion of the world, Sugar Ray Robinson. Fighting out of the blue corner, from Culiacan, Sinaloa, Mexico, here is one of boxing's all-time greats with 107 career victories, introducing El Gran Campeón Mexicano, Julio Cesar Chavez.
So much hype surrounding this big matchup. Can't wait to see what goes down when the opening bell rings.
Take the phone off the hook. This is all I wanted to see right now, right in front of me.
No doubt about it, this was the hottest ticket in town by a country mile. Every seat has been sold. These two fighters promised us an offensive show. Let's see if they deliver. A straight right just misses. They better start respecting each other's punching power. Exchange here from both men. What a pleasure it is to be here in this environment. What a venue for this showdown.
You can walk into an arena and be the hero. The pressure, the expectation, the desire from the fans. You can't get away from it. Ignore them. Lock it up. I know it's hard. I can hardly hear you, Todd. You've got to ignore them. Get on with your job.
These two are the perfect dance partners.
Skill for skill, tap for tap. Just like a match made in heaven.
And he scores with the counter. Beautiful counter punch. Every time he throws a punch, a receipt is coming right back. Good counter punch. Got out of the way of that right hook. Beautiful counter punch. Nice counter punch right up the middle. And he just missed with that left jab. A very competitive round with 10 seconds left. Talk about Robinson in that last round. And a round that seemed like eternity for them finally comes to a close.
Needs a knockout without a doubt. Needs to go out there and think, right, you know what? Next round, you're getting it. You're going to get it. Kitchen sink.
Happy, good man. Well, in the first minute, stick him on the end of that jab and then just start out
Landing your power shots. Good work. Don't forget the jab and don't miss his tracks.
Right, let's go out there, get your boxing back together. Listen, be smart when you go out there. Just take the round off, win the round on your jab.
That's it. Just start sticking a few body shots in there. Vary it up a little.
Focus on what you're doing. You don't want to lose this fight, do you? Come on,
You're looking there for one shot at a time. Set him up, but you'll take him out.
get back behind your jab. Basics. Just get your rhythm back and then we go again.
He's ready to go, but you've got to be smart. Otherwise, he'll see
Unfortunately, this fighter not going to get more time to heal up and get a breather. Right back into the action.
Don't change too much yet. Keep doing what you're doing. The gaps will appear.
Here we go. It's round 2. Safe to say that last round was a nightmare. Let's see if we can turn it around here.
This is one of those situations. You've just been hurt. You've got to get out there again. Be smart. Be sharp. Don't be a fool. Don't get suckered in. Make him fight your fight. Hold him. Tie him up just until your head clears again and your legs come back again. Because if you don't, he's going to pop you off.
Every time they throw a shot, they get countered. Do you believe what we're seeing? Sometimes when you're fighting a counter fighter, the rounds can get a little boring. You get trigger shy because you know if you throw a punch, one is coming right back at you.
Counter punch is my favorite kind of fighter. A good counter puncher, they're the people that make the history of our sport.
Has to be careful for that receipt. It's always coming. They exchange punches. This round's still up for grabs with just 10 seconds to go. Let's talk about Robinson in that last round. They've got the momentum. They've got the advantage. How do they carry that into the next round?
I seriously hope the judges kept their eye on this fight, because if they haven't, there's going to be absolute uproar.
Done all your work all the way through camp.
Work. Stay focused. Don't let him back into the fight.
There, let's reset. Forget about that round. It was a bad round.
Come on, good man. Just saying again, don't change too much. Keep doing what you're doing. The gaps will appear. Just keep him on the end of that jab. You're getting your timing already. The right hand's beautiful.
Listen to this. You're better than this, kid. Go back out there and win the round.
So we can't figure you out. Great work. Good work out there.
Go again. You've been coasting this fight, and now you've let him get back in.
Great work. Stay focused. Don't let him back into the fight. Great round.
Take that confidence away. Go out in the first minute.
Time winding down as we get set to jump back in the action.
We'll take him out. He's ready to go.
Take away that confidence. Stop him in his tracks. Get your mind back on the job.
The bell rings and we start the third. Coming off that great round, let's see if they can build on momentum here.
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing, because you've won that hands down.
They walk away from each other and then run right back into trouble. This is a high-octane battle. They exchange punches. Your footwork has to be on point when you're fighting a swarmer. If it's not, you're going to get caught in the corner and beaten up.
A swarmer, a good swarmer, will get inside you like a bee just pickpocketing, stinging you wherever you leave yourself open. A swarmer is the worst kind of fight to fight.
A real good back and forth between these two fighters.
Perfectly matched, skill for skill, tap for tap. Now this fight will say, you know what, I'm just that notch above you, and so I've got to respect both of them more than happy.
boxing with the hook. Not a lot of punch output. Thought there would be some more action here. And he wasn't ready for that counter punch. Well done with that counter shot. Good counter punching. Let's talk about Robinson in that last round. Talk about a one-sided 3 minutes. We just saw it.
You can't leave it up to the judges. It's up to you as the fighter, and the cornerman's got to put a firecracker on that fight to get out there and get the job done.
Tim, be smart. Just get your shots off. Don't give him anything.
Shots, keep smart. Just the same again. Don't change too much.
Don't worry about it. Don't worry about that round. Let's go out there. Let's reset. Forget about that round. It's a bad round, all right? But we don't care. Go out there.
He's shattered. He's hurt. He's ready to go. But you've got
Dog, that's a terrible round, that is. Come on, you let him back into the fight.
finish it. Just get him on the end of the jab. You get him.
Come on, switch on. Get your boxing back together. Put him back on him this round.
Start sticking a few body shots in there. Vary up a little
The
bit.
referee calling for seconds out as we get set for another round.
I need nice. Those 1-2 straights down the middle. Can't miss it. Great work. Stay focused.
And there's the bell to start round 4. They've got all the momentum on their side after that last round. Let's see what they do here.
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
How about that time counter shot? Has to be careful for that receipt. It's always coming. No rest for the weary. And he wasn't ready for that counter punch. Missed him with that uppercut. Nice counter shot. Every time he throws a punch, a receipt is coming right back. Nice counter punch right up the middle. Punch, counter punch. He threw a punch and just got countered. Good counter punch. You know the scorecards are going to be all over the place in this one. Let's talk about Robinson in that last round. I promise you, all 3 judges here are going to give that round to you-know-who.
As long as they don't get complacent, you think this is too easy. If they keep this same kind of pace up, they've got this fight.
Completely. You're starting to
Stay focused. Don't let him back into the fight. Don't give him no free
focus. Get your mind on the job. Get back out there and win the round.
Nice. Those 1-2s straight down the middle. You can't miss it. Great work. Stay focused. Don't let him back into the fight. Great round. You were thinking. You were smart.
Run and win the round. I need you to go back out there.
I need you to get the jab and don't get carried away. Think about the defense on the end.
Get that jab back. Just box it. Just be smart. Just get your shot.
Don't change too much. Keep doing what you're doing. The gaps will appear.
In one round that you've lost, don't worry about it.
The referee calling for seconds out as we get set to jump back in the action.
Stay focused.
Don't get that jab back. Just box him. Just be smart. Just get your shots off and don't give him any.
On to the 5th we go. After a really strong round, let's see if they can finish the job.
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round. Everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
They exchange punches. The jab just got blocked. He threw a punch and just got countered. Throws the uppercut but misses. That counter shot lands. Nice counter shot. What do you think of this fight so far, Johnny?
This could be really intimidating, Todd. If you know somebody's got the punch power, someone's got the speed, it can be intimidating. It just depends on how confident you are as a fighter.
Can they figure out the combination to this safe?
They're so close, so close. How can you separate them? It's going to be a hard night tonight for the judges.
Nice counter. Punch, counter punch. One punch could change the entire complexion of this fight. It's like a game of joust. They both got their swords. They're slinging it. Good counter punch. Despite what the judges' scorecards read, there are no losers in this one. Let's talk about Robinson in that last round. Pretty dominant round there. Let's see how they respond here in the next round.
Dominance, without a doubt, made it look so easy.
Listen, you've switched off. What are you doing? I need you to focus. Relax now. I don't want you to load up. Don't be looking there for one shot.
Come on. You've let him back into this. You're better than this, kid. Go back out there.
He's shattered. He's ready to go, but you've got to be smart. Otherwise, you'll see it and ride it out. Go up there and finish him. Stay focused.
Don't let there and win this round. You had everything in the bag, and now you've let him back.
Good work out there. The jab's working nice. Those 1-2.
You're boxing back together. Listen, be smart when you go out there.
Just don't worry back into the fight. Great round. You were thinking.
Round. I need you to focus on what.
And that'll do it for the time between rounds as we get set to get back in the action.
Think about the defense on
this. You're better than this, kid. Go back out there and win the round. Get back behind your jab, baby.
Here we go in the 6th round. Well, there's no doubt about who won that last round. Let's see what he has for us here in the next one.
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
Correct me if I'm wrong, but when you're dealing with someone with so much speed, you've got to get your timing right.
Some fighters are just gifted with such hand speed, footwork, movement. They are gifted. They are the chosen few.
A straight right just misses. Nice slip to avoid the jab. Well done with that counter shot. Pretty close fight here in this round.
Perfectly matched, skill for skill, tap for tap. Now this fight will say, you know what, I'm just that notch above you, and so I've got to respect both of them more than happy.
Every time they throw a shot, they get countered. Defense is not an option for these two. Nice counter punch right up the middle. Caution is being thrown to the wind. Good counter punching. Very close round with 10 seconds to go. Robinson in that last round. Well, we know they've got the advantage so far, but how does this match get turned around?
You can't leave it up to the judges. It's up to you as the fighter, and the cornerman's got to put a firecracker on that fight to get out there and get the job done.
Now, I don't want you to load up. Don't be looking there for one shot at a time.
Get back out there and win the round. And he's to go back out.
He's ready to go, but you've got to be smart. Otherwise, he'll see it and ride it out. Go up there and finish him. Stay focused. Don't let him back into the...
Go back and win the round, right? There's only one round that you've lost, don't.
Just keep him on the end of that jab. You're getting your timing already. The right hand's
chin off. I need you to switch back on. Get focused. Get your mind on the job.
A little bit so we can't figure you out. Great work. Good work out
about that round. Don't worry about it. Let's go out there.
Time winding down as we get set for another round.
Stay focused. Don't let him back into the fight.
Go out there and win this next round. You've been coasting this fight.
Here we go. It's round 7. Last round, complete domination. Let's see what we have in store for us here.
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round. Everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you won that hands down.
Here we go with the lightweights. Get ready to see some blazing hand speed and fancy footwork.
Now you've got two fighters that are absolutely shattered. What gets you through? Willpower. Calm, because if you panic, you get desperate. If you get desperate, you make mistakes. If you make mistakes, you get knocked out.
Beautiful counter shot. And he wasn't ready for that counter punch. They block the uppercut. Catch and shoot. Halfway through the round, I'm not sure who's winning it.
Skill for skill, tap for tap. Just like a match made in heaven.
When are we going to see a jab from these two? A perfect counter lands. They have no respect for each other's punching power. That jab doesn't score. He missed with that jab. Every time he throws a... This round could go either way. 10 seconds to go. Let's talk about Robinson in that last round. After what we saw in that last round, it's pretty obvious who has the advantage here.
I seriously hope the judges kept their eye on this fight, because if they haven't, there's going to be absolute uproar.
Fight that round. That's his round.
All shots. Good work. Don't forget the jab and don't get carried away.
Focus back. Get that jab back. Just box him. Just be smart.
Just keep him on the end of that jab. You're getting your timing already. The right hand's beautiful. That's it. Start sticking in a few body shots in there. Bury it up a little bit so we can't figure you out. Great work.
Over yet. You got to go out there and win this round. You had everything in the...
Straight down the middle. You can't miss it. Great work.
Stay for back out there and switch on. Get this boxing back together.
And he don't want you to load up. Don't be looking there for one shot at a time. Set him up.
On. You've let him back into this. You're better than this kid.
The referee calling for seconds out. Unfortunately, this fighter not going to get more time to heal up and get a breather.
Get your mind back on the job. That's a terrible round.
Round 8, and we're off again. That round was complete domination. Let's see if we can shake things up here in this round.
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything worked. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
This fighter's certainly not going to outthrow their opponent by any means, but they will, when they hit, be a lot harder.
You've got to be courageous when you get in there with someone that's bigger, stronger, and faster. You've just got to use brain there.
A perfect counter shot. There's a counter shot. You couldn't write a script like this. This is like Rocky versus Apollo. the counter lands. What a round so far as we've reached the halfway point.
They're so close, so close. How can you separate them? It's going to be a hard night tonight for the judges.
I don't think it's going to be a boxing match. This is going to be a fight. Just when you think they're going to have a lull in the action, we get it heated back up. Those counter punches have to hurt. You don't want to trade shots. Has to be careful for that receipt. It's always come very close round with 10 seconds to go. Robinson in that last round. He is down big time on the scores.
Every second, every minute of this fight is important. Every second, every minute of this round is important. You cannot afford to lose it.
Breathe, just
Go again. Don't worry about that round. Let's go out there.
booting up, but you're still landing your power shots. Good work. Don't forget,
Go out there and win this next round. The fight's not over yet. You've got to go out there and win this round. You have everything in the bag. Now you've let him back into it.
keep smart. Just get him on the end of the jab.
Be smart when you go out there. Just take the round off. Win.
That's it. Just start sticking a few body shots in there. Vary it up a little bit so he can't.
Get your mind back on the job. That's a terrible round, that is. Come on, you let
Shot at a time. Set him up, but you'll take him out.
And that'll do it for the minute break as we get set to get back in the action.
together. Put him back.
To go, but you've got to be smart. Otherwise, he'll see it and he'll ride it out. Go out there.
And there's the bell for round 9. So the fight will continue. How do they turn things around?
They've had 1 minute to recover. Now they've got to bluff it. They've got to bluff it. They've got to come out now and style it out. Get on the back foot, jab, rest on the jab. Be smart and pop until your legs come back. Then put the pressure on.
He threw a punch and just got countered. There's no way this fighter can go punch for punch. Their resistance to these blows just isn't the same.
I've seen some fighters with a granite chin. You can hit them with a sledgehammer, they are not going to move. But then I've seen some mad punchers with a chin like a tisp. As soon as you touch them, they're gone. And this is the danger spot.
He misses with that jab. Well done with that counter shot. Tough to be a judge in this fight as both fighters have had their big moments.
Skill for skill, tap for tap. Just like a match made in heaven.
The straight right just misses. Not a lot of punch output. Thought there might be more action here. The charts action from both of these fighters. Has to be careful for that receipt. It's always coming. Right when you think the pace will slow down, it picks up. You know the scorecards are going to be all over the place in this one. Let's talk about Robinson in that last round. As bad as boxing judging can be sometimes, there's no doubt who won that round.
As long as they don't get complacent, you think this is too easy. If they keep this same kind of pace up, they've got this fight.
The fight's not over. You were thinking you were smart. You weren't loading up, but you were still landing your
Bag, and now you've let him back into it. I needs to go back out.
Think about the defense on the end and what you do. Good work. Relax now. I don't want you to load up. Don't be looking there for one shot at a time. Set him up, but you'll take him out. He's ready to
Go back and win the round, right? There's only one round that you've lost,
go, but you've got to be smart. Otherwise, you'll see it and ride it out.
You don't want to lose this fight, do you? Come on. You've let him back into this. You better
Don't change too much. Keep doing what you're doing. The gaps will appear.
find your jab basics, get your rhythm back, then we go.
Unfortunately, this fighter not going to get more time to heal up as we get set to jump back in the action.
Get focused. Get your mind on the job. Get back out there and win the round.
It's round 10. This fight has been very one-sided. What are we going to have in this round?
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
Good counter punch. Beautiful counter punch. Blistering hand speed from both of these outstanding lightweights.
What a gift. What a gift it is to have a chin where you know you can walk through anything and everything. When you let those shots go and it's just bouncing up and they're walking you down, it's so demoralizing. It absolutely breaks your heart. What else can you do?
That jab doesn't find a home. Very competitive round here so far.
Perfectly matched, skill for skill, tap for tap. Now this fight will say, you know what, I'm just that notch above you, and so I got to respect both of them more than happy.
One punch could change everything in this battle. There's a counter shot. Not a lot of punch output. Thought there might be more action here. Straight right just misses. The perfect counter lands. Let's talk about Robinson in that last round. Well, it's no secret who has the advantage after that last round. Let's see what they have in store for us in the next one.
I seriously hope the judges kept their eye on this fight, because if they haven't, there's going to be absolute uproar.
Get good man, good man. Just say him again. Don't change too much. Keep doing
The round. You've been coasting this fight, and now you've let him get back in.
Don't be looking at the one shot at a time. Set him up, and you'll take him out. He's ready to go. He's absolutely shattered. He's ready to go, but you've got to be smart. Otherwise,
And win this round back. Take away that confidence. Stop him in it.
just keep him on the end of that jab. You're getting your timing already.
Don't worry about it. Let's go out there. Let's reset. Forget about that round.
Ready up a little bit so we can't figure you out. Great work.
Relax this next round. Get back out.
The referee calling for seconds out. Right back into the action.
Ready to go. He's absolutely shattered.
Needs to win this round. Get your mind back. Get your focus back. Get that jab back. Just bottle.
Here we go in the championship rounds, round 11. Well, Johnny, can he keep the momentum going after that last huge round for him?
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
This fighter has determined that they can walk through any punches that their opponent throws, and that's a very confident spot to be in.
Work the body, frustrate them, take the mind off the chin, take the mind off protecting everything around that. Work the body, use tactics sometimes it's so hard to actually outbox a fight and beat them on points.
Good defense on the right uppercut. Halfway through the round, and I don't know who's got the advantage. Great stuff.
They're so close, so close. How can you separate them? It's going to be a hard night tonight for the judges.
Someone tell these two that they can be defensive for a minute if they want to. Endurance is becoming a factor. You can see this fighter having a hard time getting out of the way of the punches, and they're not throwing as many on their own.
Now this is about desire. This is about character. This is about want.
This round's still up for grabs with just 10 seconds to go. Let's talk about Robinson in that last round. Well, there was no doubt about who won that round.
Dominance, without a doubt, made look so easy.
Stay focused. Okay, now you're switching off. You're starting to make mistakes and you're switching off.
You were smart. You weren't loading up, but you were still landing your power shots.
Be smart when you go out there. Just take the round off. Win
On the end of what you do. Good work. Stay focused. Don't let him back into the fight. Don't give him no free shots. Keep smart. Good man, good man. Just say
better than this, kid. Go back out there and win the round. Get it.
good work out there. The job's working nice. Those one.
Go again. You're starting to make mistakes and you're switching off.
And just don't let him back into the fight. Great round. Relax.
Back out there and win the round.
The referee calling for seconds out as we get set for another round.
He's absolutely shattered.
Go out there. Just take the round off. Win the round on your jab and breathe when you're stepping out.
On to the 12th. Coming off that fantastic last round, let's see if he can keep his momentum going.
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
Good counter punching. Dios mío! Is Julio Cesar Chavez going to go down? No, we don't see a knockdown.
It's been a tough round so far. It's been a tough round. What will they do? What will they tell him when he goes back to the corner? How are they going to get through this?
There's a counter shot. They exchange punches. A big whiff with the right hook. You gotta like what you're seeing as we reach the halfway point of this round.
Skill for skill, tap for tap. Just like a match made in heaven.
Only catching air with that hook. It doesn't always pay to be first. It pays to be last. Can't land the jab there. Despite what the judges' scorecards read, there are no losers in this one. Julio Cesar Chavez just got rocked. What a dominant performance, and it shows up on the judges' scorecards as a unanimous decision victory.
This is the last thing we expected. What a fight. What a style. What a pace to get a unanimous decision. That is mad. I didn't see that coming. I thought this would be tight. This is nowhere near tight.